Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Blessed day that the good Lord has given us. I haven't been on here for a little bit, but for some odd reason today, uh, I've had this thing going on. Uh, kind of like it's a day of reflection, a day that I just sit back and kind of think about things that have happened, things that just the past, the present, what's going on. It's just been kind of a weird day, and I just thought I'd get on here for a little bit and talk a little bit. I have a silicone wedding band, and for the past year or so, I haven't been able to wear it. I mean, I've had it for years. Whenever I first got married, me and Cheryl, I bought a titanium ring. Well, after reading some of the horror stories about people that had titanium rings, I put that away and I went to the silicone, and have never had an issue with it up until about a year or so ago. My fingers started breaking out underneath it. Started getting an itchy rash into there, and so I took it off, let it heal up, try it again, and it'd get that itchy kind of rash again. And finally I just took it and laid it up on the dresser, and I tell you all this because today, like I said, it's been like a weird day. That my finger, I used to play with my ring all the time and wiggle my fingers around, and I could feel the ring on there, and I'd spin it on occasion back whenever I had the metal ring. But all day today, I've had this feeling in my finger, or on my finger, like the ring was there. And I would look at it and work my hand like I always did whenever I was wearing the ring. And I thought, something ain't right. So I went in and got the ring off the dresser, put it on my finger. Not that it means anything. It is. I mean, it is what it is. I've been married for 10 plus years. Love it. I call Cheryl my good and perfect gift from God. She's not perfect, I'm not perfect, but she's God's perfect gift for me, and I love her. But for some odd reason today, it's just been a weird day, and thinking about things, and would you do things different in your past, or would you live life the same. I mean, it's a question that everybody always goes through multiple times. People always make a comment, would you do anything different? Well, you got to sit back and think, and you think, well, whenever I was young I did this, boy, that was really stupid. I'd probably change that. But the important things in life, no. I led a good life. It wasn't always, things always didn't turn out the way that I thought. And I didn't always make the best decisions in my life either. But all in all, I wouldn't change a thing. If things didn't happen, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Not my plan, God's plan. I went down roads, and there's always a fork or a T, and you have to decide left, right, and your life goes accordingly. I've always said, with everything you say and do, there's always a consequence. For every action, there's a reaction. You got to play with the cards that you're dealt. And sometimes you throw your cards down and you start again. But I have to say that I went through a portion of my life where things was really, really tough. But in those times of hardship, the trials, tribulations, the heartache, it changes you. And I was lucky. I knew the Lord prior, and the changes, the decisions I made me a better person in my mind. If things hadn't changed, I wouldn't even be close to the person I am today. I wouldn't have the blessings that I have today. God knows what He's doing, folks. Whenever things happen in your life that you don't understand, sometimes they hurt. It's going to be temporary. And you got somebody there that you can lean on to get you through it. That's a good Lord. And He won't lead you astray. Everything that I am, everything that I have, everything that I want, I have because of Him. I have Cheryl. I couldn't imagine anybody better than her. she's a true blessing. And down here, living in Tennessee, as you can see, I don't have a lot. I've got an acre and a half. Got a few chickens, got a few dogs, and the good Lord has taken care of me. And I don't take anything for granted. It's a blessing that he gave me. And if you know anything about the story in the Bible and Job, he had it all, and it was taken from him. He allowed the evil one to tempt him, to try to get him to turn from the Lord, to curse him. Job wouldn't have any of it. Even in his hardships, his trials and tribulations, his temptations from friends, family, from disease, death, he stuck by the good Lord, and the Lord brought him through it and blessed him over and above what he had to start off with. And I hate to make any kind of comparison to my life and to Job's life, but I thought I had a good in the younger years, and I did, but after the trials and tribulations that I personally went through, God has blessed me over and above what I had to start off with. Like I said, anything in my past that I probably wouldn't change. I mean, we say that, but there's probably things that I would change. But knowing the life that I have, the relationship that I have with Cheryl and friends and family, but most of all, the relationship that I now have with my Lord and Savior. It's much more than what I have ever had before. And I just want to say that it just, sometimes you have those days where something feels a little bit off. And you got to try to figure it out. So that's why I did this. I just wanted to get a few things out of my system, and get the day back on track. Here's a little bit of my blessings. That's Annie. She's a red bone. That's my new chickens. They raise them from eggs. I got the eggs from my sister this past spring. They haven't started laying yet. I look for them to start laying anytime, but out of 16 eggs, well, out of the eggs that I got, I had 16 that hatched, and out of that I got 7 roosters and 9 pullets or hens. But that'll be enough to take care of me, more than enough. And if they're going good, I'll be able to take care of my good neighbors, Darcy and Kimmy. They take care of our chickens and take care of our blind dog Blackie whenever we go up to Illinois to see family. And I just wanted to say, you know, we all have and know people that are going through things, life and death situations. And I've got a couple of family, a friend, and they need your prayers. If you know the good Lord as your Savior, I'd appreciate you praying for them. I ain't gonna share their names. It's not necessary. If you lift up a prayer, He'll know who you're talking about. He knows everything. And a couple of them are in pretty bad shape. Well, all 3 of them are in really bad shape. And a couple of them, doctors, there's anything doctors can do for them. One of them, they're still trying to figure out what's going on with them. But I pray for them every day. I pray for all of my family, and I pray for some of my friends by name. There's a few of you out there that the good Lord has just put you on my mind and in my heart, and I do what I can do. The rest up to Him and you. It'll be what it'll be. Like I said, every decision that we make, there's something that comes from it. There's one decision that you'll have to make, and depending on how you deal with it, what you do will have an eternal outcome. So I'll leave it with that. Life is what it is, and what we put into it. And there's a lot of people call themselves Christians, and that's fine, dandy, if that's what flips your switch. But the good books also says that there's going to be a whole lot of people that says, Lord, Lord. And good Lord's going to say, you workers of iniquity, depart from me, I don't know you. Salvation's more than just reciting a prayer or saying that I believe, or getting some water sprinkled on you, or taking a dip. It's a heart thing. It's a relationship. It's not a head thing. It's a heart thing. The thief on the cross, he realized something up there on the cross. And he realized that he's a sinner. And God was who he said he was. And in just those few words that he spoke, he looked at Jesus, told him, says, remember me. In those few words, he acknowledged that he was a sinner. And in his heart, he acknowledged God for who he is, and that he wanted him as his Lord. And in those two words, remember me, God said, today you'll be with me in paradise. So many of us was brought up saying that you gotta say this prayer. Well, that right there goes to show you it's much more than words. It has to be a heart decision, not a head or a verbal comment or decision. If you don't know the good Lord as your Savior, I pray that you look to your inside yourself and search yourself. Then look up to God, realizing that you're a sinner, that you deserve hell, that you're going to hell. There's nothing that you can do about it. It's only because of God's mercy and grace that we have the path to an eternity with Him in heaven. It's only because of the blood on the cross, the death, the burial, and the resurrection. It took all three of those things. That's our path. Jesus Christ is the way, the only way today, I pray that you call on him. Sincerely, and ask him, remember me. With that, I'll just tell you goodbye. I love y'all. I'll pray for you. You pray for me. Bye-bye.